What's going on, brothers? I hope you're all having a blessed and fantastic day today. Now, if you've been struggling with being unproductive, not being able to get the tasks done throughout the day that you need to in order to build the life that you want to live, I'm going to give you a very simple fix. What I want you to do is start eating frogs. Now, what the heck am I talking about? Pay attention because I'm about to tell you a story. I'm going to paint a picture in your mind in order to explain the absurd statement that I just said a few seconds ago. So, I want you to imagine that you're having dinner, right? And I want you to imagine all of your favorite foods are on the dinner plate. For me, maybe there'd be some lasagna, there'd be some steak there, maybe some cream spinach, some potatoes if I'm feeling fancy, right? All of your favorite foods are on this plate. But at the same time, there's a frog on your plate. And in this given scenario, you have to eat everything on that plate, frog and all. So you have two options now. Are you going to eat that frog first, or are you going to eat that frog last? So I'll explain both scenarios. Let's say you decide you're going to eat the frog last, right? So you're eating all this good food. It's like, man, this chicken is so good. Oh, we got the pasta up in here, cooked specifically, perfectly by Gordon Ramsay, right? All this good food, right? Now all of a sudden, in the back of your mind, right, you're still thinking, oh my goodness, I don't want to eat that frog, right? So you're eating all this good food. Then all of a sudden, all your food is gone, and you have to eat that frog, right? Nothing left on your plate, just a frog, and you're just sitting there contemplating, struggling, because you don't want to eat that frog, right? You're like, man, I just wanted the good stuff, right? But now all the good stuff is gone, and I have to eat this disgusting, this slimy, this gooey frog. He's ribbiting on my plate. They didn't even that frog is still alive, bro. They didn't even cook him all the way. Now you're forced to eat that frog, right? Not only did you have to suffer through eating all the good food, thinking about the frog in the back of your mind, but now you've gotten to the point you're eating it, and you're just gonna sit there, right? You're not gonna eat it. You're gonna be stuck at this table forever because you don't want to eat that frog. Now, let's imagine the other scenario where you decide to eat that frog first, right? So you're like, man, I really don't want to do this, but I'll go ahead and get the frog out of the way so I can enjoy all of this other good food. You're struggling, your hand is shaking as you're grabbing the fork to pick up this frog, and you just right? Now the frog is gone. You're like, oh my goodness, that was so disgusting. But now, right, you've got all of this good food to wash away that froggy taste, right? Oh man, this lasagna, delicious. Oh, the pasta, oh, this cream spinach, oh, the potatoes, the steak. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Ah, yes, right? You got the frog out the way. Now you're able to enjoy all of the good food, right? So in this given scenario, every single time, 10 times out of 10, you want to eat the frog first, right? Because it's going to be able to get that bad thing, that difficult thing, that hard thing out of the way. Then you'll be able to cleanse your palate with the good food. Now, I want you to imagine, let's change the variables here. Instead of having a frog in this very good food, you have a very difficult task, and the other tasks that you have to do throughout the day. Very difficult task is the frog. Other tasks are the good food, right? Given that same situation, you want to do the most difficult task first thing in the morning, first thing, as soon as you can get it done, you want to do that. And then you have the other tasks of your day. And by comparison, right, once you've done that difficult thing, there's you're not procrastinating. You're just like, I'm going to go ahead and get this out the way. You get that done. First of all, you feel good about yourself, right? You checked off the box. You're like, wow, I really did that hard thing. Now all of your other tasks are going to appear a lot easier. Like, wow, I was able to do this, level 100 thing. I can go ahead and get rid of all these level 50s, these level 10, these level 1 tasks because, it's a lot easier, right? You're going to enter a flow state, a productive flow state. You're like, I did that difficult thing. Now everything else I'm doing is so much easier. In comparison, if you save the most difficult task for last, right, you're gonna procrastinate. You're gonna take your time. First of all, you're not even gonna want to do the easy stuff because at the back of your mind, I got to do that hard thing at the end of it. And even if you do that easy stuff, you're not gonna want to finish the hard task. You're like, oh man, I did all this other stuff, right? I don't have to do this hard task. I'll just do it later. And that's not good because the hardest task, the most difficult thing, the thing that you're feeling the most resistance toward is most likely the thing that is going to generate you the most progress, right? Let's say you're running an agency. You really just hate cold calls. It's like the hardest thing for you, right? You say, oh, maybe I'll build a website. Oh, I'll record this new video here. Oh, maybe I'll make a new outreach plan there. But you're not doing the one thing that's actually going to make you progress, cold calling. Whereas if you just do that first thing in the morning, like, you know what, first thing in the day, I'm gonna just get these cold calls out the way. Then you've got the rest of the day to do everything else that you need to do, all the supplementary stuff that's going to move you forward, right? The difficult task, imagine it like the Pareto principle, right? The difficult task is that 20% that's going to give you the 80% of the results. All the other tasks you do throughout the day, it's that 20%, it's the other 80%, right? The stuff, hold on, what the heck? It's the difficult task is that 20% that gives you 80% of the results. The other tasks are the 80% that are going to give you that other 20%. Hopefully that made some sense, right? But in any case, you want to do the most difficult task first thing in the day as soon as possible. And when you carry out your days like that, when you're able to do the most lever moving task, the most difficult task first thing in the morning, you're gonna be able to enter a flow state, right? You wake up, boom, get that out the way. Yes, sir, I'm locked in, I'm ready to go, I'm doing all this other work. And all of a sudden, you're no longer procrastinating, and you're actually making progress throughout the things in your day. Obviously, there are going to be some days where you don't get everything done. Maybe you don't get that hard task, but if you can get majority of them, aim for like 80%, 90%, bro. 90% of the days you're waking up, you're getting that hard task done instantly. And when you work like that, when you go through life like that, it is going to be impossible for you to fail, bro. So, back to the title of this video, I'm going to say it again. I have to say it again. Eat the frog, bro. Hopefully you found some value in this video. Hopefully you learned something new, and hopefully you've understood how to get around being unproductive, right? It's just doing those difficult tasks first thing in the day, and you're going to be able to, progressively, day after day, begin to build the life of your dreams, bro. So stay frosty and stay blessed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.